Hey guys, welcome back to Young and Unscripted. Today we will be reviewing Act 2 and how it all went. I think Act 2 was really good. I think we did our whole rebrand, and I think one of my highlights has to be the shoot that we did for it. That was really fun, and kind of thinking of our new ideas and coming up with our three niches. And also the incredible press stuff that we've been able to do, and going to the Royal Court and creating those type of videos. For me personally, I think one of my highlights has to be Cannes. We went to Cannes as actors, but also we took the podcast along with us. And I think it was really cool to document the experience. I really enjoyed vlogging it and putting together that content. It's something that I definitely want to bring more into Act 3. I keep saying this, I think I said this in like the end of year recap, but I really do want to do more vlogging and vlog our experiences as upcoming actors, because I feel like that really does let you guys into the whole young and unscripted experience and the experience of being a young creative. In terms of my niche, I really enjoyed hearing your creative dilemmas and kind of realizing that a lot of us are in the same position and navigating it all together, which I think is quite nice. So I think we've had a lot of fun things in Act 2 with the Royal Court, Cannes, the BBTA as well. That was such a highlight as well. That was such an incredible experience. I think it will be interesting to get more creative with the concepts that we create. I also think one thing that maybe we could bring back is doing more videos with us together. Obviously, it's very hard to film with Panya as well because she's in LA, but if we can, that would be lovely to make that happen in the next act, or even if that's virtually. Also, be great to create more videos with Sienna and doing stuff here in London and getting involved in more stuff to do with our industry. In terms of personally, I think this year and this act as a whole, so I guess starting from like October, has been a really transformational period for me. I feel like I've really learned a lot about myself, and I've grown into myself more, as I think we're always growing. One of the biggest things I've learned is that it does get better. I think whatever you're going through, I know it can feel really hard, but I think things do get better, and suddenly you can like find yourself again. I think sometimes there was a point where I was like, okay, you think you know yourself, and then you're like, okay, I've lost myself a bit, and then it's finding a new version of yourself and finding that spark again. So I think that's been a big part of Act 2 for me. And I feel like I've got a new lease of life and a new knowledge of myself, and I'm kind of looking forward to then just taking things a step further. I think I've grown as a person and I've grown in my career as well, but there's a lot more to go. I've realized that a lot of it within this industry is your confidence. Of course, it's your hard work and your talent and all of those things, but I think improving your confidence is really powerful, and I think that's something that I've been able to do and I'm still doing. I think sometimes maybe a couple of years ago I'd have been like, why are things not happening today? I would like it to happen now. But now I'm almost like, that person probably wasn't ready, and I had to grow as a person and grow into myself and experience life, which has also helped my art, but also to become more confident and more resilient. And I think rejection isn't phasing me as much at all, which is something that is, you do need a thick skin. But I think I'm ready to also accept the wins in my life. And I think sometimes that's something we can actually find harder. Sometimes it's hard to accept that success. I think right now I'm really in a period of just letting things go. I'm doing what I can, working as hard as I can, and I'm really trying to relock in. I feel like we've had summer and I had Cannes, we had so many beautiful things happen this year, and I'm ready to kind of relock in with this newfound confidence. I think I really want to work hard, grow as a person, be confident, but also let go. And I think that's sometimes the hardest part, is just letting it go and doing what you can, but not being attached to the outcome. And I do feel like that's something I've been able to do more recently. I've been able to kind of let go, and when things aren't going my way, I'm like, I know that that's because ultimately everything will work out, even if I don't know how right now. Like, even now, I'm like, who knows what will happen by the end of the year? Who knows what will happen next week? Because I truly do believe things can happen like that for you. It's just becoming that person who is ready to step into those opportunities. I think with the podcast, it would really be cool to see where we can take it in this next year and have fun with it. What events we can go to and what other creatives we can connect with, because I think a huge part of this podcast is creating community. In the process, we've got to meet so many amazing people, and Tiana's interviewed some really amazing people. and I can't wait to meet more people along the way and to just collaborate and figure this all out together. A really cool thing about the podcast is we have kind of documented our journey along the way, and like me and Sienna look back at like the end of the first act and we're like we feel like completely different people to those people, and I'm sure next year it will be the same thing. I think my overall feeling for act 2 was that it was a real step up from act 1. I think we had so much fun along the way, which is really important. And I just think as the podcast has grown, so have we. And that's just been really cool to see. And it's cool to hear what Panya's doing, what Tiana's doing, and what I'm doing, and kind of thinking about where it's all going to go. I'm really excited, to be honest, to see what's going to happen. I think that's a really good state to be in because sometimes you can feel fearful of what's going to happen, which is only natural. But I think right now I am just excited and curious to see what's ahead of us all. And yeah, I can't wait. And let's see what Act 3 will take us. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.